Hey, what's up team? Brandon here at Go Headquarters coming at you with a full breakdown for today's workout. So we've got a fun warm-up. What I need you to do to start your warm-up is you need to jump on YouTube or maybe Spotify or wherever you can find it, and you need to look up the song Roxanne by The Police. Here's what we're gonna do with the song. So 3, 2, 1, go. The song starts playing. You are going to run in place or do jumping jacks throughout the entire song. So you either need to be running or doing jumping jacks. But every time you hear Roxanne, you need to hit the deck and do a burpee. And then you will immediately resume running in place and or doing jumping jacks. And you are allowed to mix up the running and the jumping jacks. So I don't care which one you're doing or how you're interchanging those, that's cool. But every time you hear Roxanne, give me a burpee. And that should be a pretty thorough warm up to get you guys moving today. Try to have some fun with that. So Roxanne by The Police. Then we're gonna get into specific upper body stuff. So moving on, 2 rounds of 20 plank ups and 10 bent over reverse flies. So for the plank ups, guys, we are down in your forearm plank. So elbows are underneath the shoulders. I've got a nice tight plank. I'm gonna climb up on my left arm to my left hand and then climb back down to my left elbow. Then do a right side cycle. So climbing up on my right side, climbing back down on my right side, up on my left, down on my left, up on my right, down on my right. So 20 total there. We're gonna pair that with some bent over reverse flies. Now, this move is not done heavy, guys. So if you only have heavy dumbbells, you might wanna resort to just like some band pull aparts from the standing position, and that's cool. So bent over, I've got a flat back, weights back in the heels. My knees are soft just to be comfortable down here. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna separate our hands, trying to keep our arms and the object in line with our shoulders. And notice I'm lifting and lowering. I'm not like throwing them up and then dropping them. So you should be able to pause at the top and do a nice controlled negative. If you can't, it's just too heavy. So you could use something as light as, a water bottle in each hand, and maybe that's enough to get the job done there. Again, if you don't have light enough weights, go to your band and maybe just do 10 pull aparts. So 2 rounds, 20 plank ups, 10 bent over reverse flies. Then we are actually getting right into a Metcon from there. So I kind of have 2 alternate options for you today on the Metcon. Let's go over the primary goal for today's Metcon. So this actually assumes that you have a rower and you have access to a short little run, which we would kind of consider like our little loop here at the gym. So here's the format for the Metcon. We're gonna do 4 rounds and we need a clock repeating every 3 minutes. So in 3 minutes, your goal is to row 250 meters, run 100 meters, and then do 15 hand release push-ups. Ladies, you would row 200 and you would do 11 hand release push-ups. So fellas, 250 row, 100 meter run, 15 hand release push-ups. So let me go over hand release push-up real quick. So it's a normal push-up, except at the bottom, I need to release my hands from the ground before pressing back up. Now, it doesn't need to be anything big or exaggerated. It's just enough so that I can slip a piece of paper under your hand for a moment before you resume pressing back up. So the thing that this really ensures is full contact to the ground. Now, don't get stuck in the trap of doing a bunch of not inchworms, but warming up. So sometimes when we lay all the way down, people start going like this and they start warming up because they aren't used to getting all the way to the ground. So don't become that person. So stay nice and tight through the core. So now let's go over our alternate options, because maybe you don't have a rower. So if you don't have a rower, what do you do? So same format, guys. 4 rounds, 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes, perform the following. So you could, instead of the row, do 50 per leg mountain climbers. 50 per leg, 100 total. That replaces the row. So now if we can't go run 100 meters, we could maybe try 10 tuck jumps. So I'm gonna jump in place, pulling my knees up nice and high. And then our third move could be regular push-ups instead of the hand release version. So that's maybe from the toes, that's maybe from the knees, whatever you need. Okay, so we kind of have 2 versions of this workout. We've got the row run, hand release push-ups, or we've got the mountain climbers, tuck jumps, regular push-ups. But you're gonna do 4 rounds, so on a 3-minute clock, do the 3 tasks, and then rest with remaining time within the 3 minutes. And then start your next round. That should get you nice and warm. Then let's do a little upper body strength. So for this next part, guys, we are going to need something that we can do dips from. I'm going to demo this with a small box. And then we also need a trusty pair of dumbbells. So here's the goal. We're going to do 4 rounds. This is for quality now. We're not on the clock. We're going to do dips right into skull crushers. Then we can take a break. And then we're going to do some 21s version of bicep curls. So what I want you guys to do on the dips, we're going to do max reps. So I'm going to do as many dips as I can where I feel like I'm really burning out. And if you guys have a set of bars at home, if you have like an implement to do full like bar dips or ring dips, by all means, please do that. So I'm going to do as many dips as I can. And then I'm immediately going to transition without any rest. I'm going to immediately transition to 10 skull crushers with my dumbbells. So laying on the floor or on a bench, I'm going to bend that elbow so that the weights come right beside my head before extending the elbow back up. And my job here is to keep this upper arm just straight up and down the whole time, right? So that shouldn't be deviating around, okay? So max reps dips right into 10 skull crushers. So treat that like a, like a compound set, 2 moves back to back without rest. So I don't want rest there. After you get done with skull crushers, then you can rest before doing the 21s version of bicep curls. So here's what I mean by 21s. And it is 21 reps. We're just going to break down a bicep curl into 3 phases. So we've got from the bottom to halfway up. We're going to squeeze through that bottom half range, 7 reps. Then we're going to do 7 reps from the halfway point to the top point. So I'm going to squeeze 7 reps there. Then we're going to do 7 full reps. So now we're all the way down, all the way up, squeezing all the way through. So that's a total of 21 reps. And then we just finished our first round, okay? So finishing out today with 4 rounds. Max reps dips, immediately into 10 skull crushers. Then separately, 21s style bicep curls. That should definitely get your triceps and biceps pretty pumped to end the day. Hit it hard, hit it fast, stay safe. We'll see you guys next time.